In this video, we're going to check out the new NOOIE Smart LED color changing bulbs that are compatible with Alexa and Google Home services, and of course your smartphone. These are pretty reasonable. They sell on Amazon. Let's check them out. We have another gadget to show you today. Official unboxing. This is a smart LED light bulb. Actually, it's a pack of 4 of them. So let's open this one up and see what we got. So this is the NOOIE Aurora, and they have a 60-day return for free policy with Amazon if you're not happy with it. And look at the specifications for these. So here the bulbs are. They actually have a fair bit of weight to them too. And there is the bulb itself. I'm going to hook this up in my Trusky light fixture here, and then we'll set up the app to operate this, and we'll set some more of them up. I'll set all 4 of them up. But that's what you get when you turn it on. It's a nice neutral color because this is an RGB LED, so the light quality off this is fantastic. It's like daylight. Look at the skin tone on there compared to my bench lights, which are quite yellow by comparison. Turn this one on, you'll see the difference right away. So that's just one of them. Let's get the app going on here, and we'll test these out. If we look at the specifications, okay, they operate on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. There's an app to control everything here. Operate 16 million possible colors. Can control dimming. Can even control voice control, which I don't have. A Google Assistant or an Amazon Alexa will control it, I would imagine. We'll just look this up here and see. But here's our light appearance, okay? 800 lumens. It uses 10 watts. You go from 2800 to 6000 Kelvin, and of course then all the different colors that you can operate it, but in white color range from 2800 to 6000. And it just operates on the 2.4 Wi-Fi band. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google Play, and I'm going to get the app. We're going to set this up. Downloading the app is as simple as opening up the phone on your the camera app on your smartphone and going to the link for it, and then downloading the application, which is about 39.4 megabytes. So let me let it download, and we'll open the app and set it up together. Okay, we're going to open the app. I've got 3 of the lights now connected. I've still got one here that I have not put into service yet. So it looks like the first thing they want me to do is to create an account for it. So we'll just go ahead and make up a fictitious account using my throwaway email address. So once you enter your info, it's going to generate a code and send it to you. You've got about 2 minutes to retrieve that code and enter the 6-digit code that they send you, and then hit the next button, and that will verify that you've created your account successfully. And then I have to create a password so that I can get back into my account. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is secure. What do you guys think? So once I create a password and log in, I now need to add the devices. So I click on Add Device, and it's now asking me what type of bulb I have here. I have a NOOIE Smart Light, because you see it can control smart power, smart plug, and light. Blue flashing light. Blue light flashing. Okay, what's it say here? What do I got to do here? Please power on the light and confirm the light is flashing blue. Okay, well if the light doesn't flash, it says when the light is on, turn the switch off, on, off, on, off, on at about 1 second. So off, on, off, on, off, on. and now it just blinked, and now it's flashing blue. It says reset successful. Okay, it says turn on the location permissions to retrieve your Wi-Fi automatically, otherwise enter your Wi-Fi name manually to proceed. So I have to enter a Wi-Fi name that's 2.4 gigahertz because I'm on 5 gigahertz on my phone. So I'm going to do this manually. Now you need to initially be on the 2.4 gigahertz band. So if your phone is connected to the 5 gigahertz band, do switch to the 2.4. That's only required to initially get the bulbs paired to your 2.4 network. And the reason that you also, some people ask, why do you need to have an account? Well, this is so that you can control everything remotely. You see, I can control this light from the cellular network, so I can turn the lights on and off basically anywhere that I've got a connection, whether it's over Wi-Fi or over cellular. I have full control of the lights, and that's why you have an account, because it actually creates a tunnel through your router so that the lights can talk to their server. I'm just waiting for the pairing to complete here. It takes a few seconds to set up, and once it's paired, I'll have full control of the light. Okay, it looks like it's pairing. The light stopped flashing blue and went white. You have to be on a, it looks like something's happening now. Pairing successful. So your phone has to be connected to a 2.4 only connection. So if your router is a dual band and you've got band steering turned on, make sure you are connected. Turn off your band steering, connect to the 2.4 gigahertz. I have two networks. I have a mesh network which has got band steering, and I have I have a regular router which has got a 2.4 and a 5. So I got to name my light bulb. So we'll just call this one number 1. This is number 1. Save. Okay, so if I want to add guests, I can just click add. If I want to add other people that own it, like if I want to add other family members that are permanent, I would just click add and put their email address in. Looks like that's what you do. If I back out of this, I think I already saved that. I'll load the app back up here and see whether it finds me. There we go. Okay, perfect. So it shows my bulb, and if I add more bulbs to it, I will give them different names. But if I click on it here, okay, here we go. I can dial it down, dial down the brightness from dim to bright. I can change the color temperature, make it more like daylight or a warmer glow. And of course, if I drag my finger around here, I probably can just dial whatever color light I want. How do I do that? Let's click there. Okay, that's warm. That's daylight. And if I tap here, it probably will let me move this wherever I want. Or do I have to do? Oh, there we go. Slide over there. Number 1 bulb. That's white. This is the color temperature. Ah, okay. This is the color temperature for the light itself. Turn it off and on. If I move around here, this is my white temperature. And if I go over here, now I can change the color of the bulb to whatever I want. If I want a nice green bulb, turn it to green. If I want it blue, turn it to blue. Red, and of course this will affect the intensity of the color. So very red, or make it more of a pale color. And the brightness of the bulb. And there's some buttons up top here which will select presets. You can also go into themes, and here you can set your theme for what you want it to be. Floating, for example, this will change the actual color of the bulb. You see, the bulb is now changing. Cheerful, romantic, calm, playful. So you have different themes that you can pick. And you can add more themes to it. You can create your own custom color. And then, oops, you have to name it. We'll call it custom. Now I've just created a custom color, you see. That's themes. And we can do the same for additional bulbs. I know you guys probably want to see what one of these bulbs looks like inside, so we're just going to bring out the spudger and we're going to open one of these bulbs up. There we go. So there's the guts to it. So you've got a bunch of white LEDs. It's got 12 white LEDs. And you've got 4 red, 4 green, and 4 blue. Obviously, that's what these ones are. If we take this light here and make it go all blue, how do I do this? Just tap on there. Get out of the theme. If I make this thing go all blue, it'll actually make the phosphorus glow on the other bulbs. As you can see, the other LEDs are going to start to glow, because a colored LED, a blue or a red or a white, is actually, they're all blue LEDs themselves. The clear ones here are the actual blue LEDs. The other ones just have phosphorus on them, which glows the color of the phosphorus. That's how they make white and other colored LEDs using this type of a design. In the old days, they actually changed the actual makeup of the dye of the semiconductor that would radiate different colors. But today, they're pretty much all based on the blue-violet LED and using phosphorus that reacts with the blue light to give you different colors. So we can put this one on. Let's pair this bulb here. We'll pair this other bulb to the network as well, and then we can play around with this colored one that I've taken the top off. I'm going to go back home. I'm going to go to a light and I'm going to click on add. I'm going to add a device. I'm going to add another smart light bulb, and I got to get the light flashing blue, so I've turned it on. And I'm going to, there it goes, it's flashing blue. After the first one, the next ones automatically start. And I'm going to click next. If we look at these bulbs here, the camera probably won't show them, but it's the green and the blue that are lit, and now the green and the blue and the white lights are lit. And now the red, green, and white lights are lit. That's how they change the color temperature. These are hard to look at. That's why they put the diffuser on there, because they're pretty bright, the actual bulbs themselves. Pairing successful. Name my bulb. Bulb 4. Now I got one called number 1 and bulb 4. And like the others, I can change the intensity. We dim these down so I can actually show you the LEDs without it blowing out on the camera. So there's the actual LEDs themselves. Color temperature wise, if I go to more warm, you'll see what happens as I cycle through the different color temperatures here. So we've got more red, less green, and if I start to move the color temperature over, you'll see that the red goes off and the blue comes on now. And now the blue and the green. And these are dimmed right down. If I crank this up, it's going to overpower the camera. But there's how they change the color temperature just variations of the white, the red, the green, and the blue. So the warmest, it's got red and green. And then the red start to go out and the blue come on. If we go over to, didn't want to do that, blind myself here. Go to the separate color mode, single color, multi-mode for color. We'll dim this down again. Now we can go through all the different colors, see, to make up whatever color you want. And in this case, it's just the RGB lights. There is no white, as you can see. The white LEDs are out completely now. And there's just the colored LEDs that operate when you're in this color mode. If I go to theme, and the floating one just cycles between the different colors. Going to add another one. If I turned on another light, wait for it to start flashing blue, and then I'll add that one to the system. Light number 3 is added. I'm just going to add my 4th bulb. So I'm going to go up here to plus. I'm going to add device, and I'm going to add another bulb here. So I'm going to turn on the 4th bulb. What I'm naming now is bulb 3, but this one I called number 1. So we're going to change the name of it momentarily, just so you guys get an idea how the software works. And then we'll wrap this up. I picked these up off of Amazon and thought they looked kind of cool. Might be kind of neat for my media room so that I could change the color and set the mood from my phone. So far they look like they're fitting the bill. Name my light bulb. We'll call this one bulb 3. Okay, and then check there. So now we've got one called number 1, bulb 2, bulb 3, bulb 4, number 1. We're going to go down here, we're going to click on this one, and I'm going to go up here to settings, and I'm going to go to name, and I'm going to change it to bulb 1. So there we go. Bulb 1. Save. And I go back to settings, and if I want to remove that bulb from my account, say give it to somebody else, I could just remove it. And here are the lights. If I go into the bulb itself, I can change the color of individual bulbs. I didn't show this, but down at the bottom right, you see schedule. That's where you can schedule the light to turn on or off on specific days of the week and specific times. I should be able to go into all of them here. And I can turn them on and off individually if I want. Where is that one? Okay, that one's on. Now that one's off. Bulb 3 is behind me. Bulb 1 is here. Bulb 4 is here. Okay, let's see what happens if I go in and click on Create Group. Devices under the same group can be controlled simultaneously. Go to Light. Here we go. If I click on all 4 of them and then click OK, we'll call this Lights. So now we have a group called Lights. If I click on that, it turns them all on. Click on that, it turns them all off. So we have a group of them. And I should be able to go into the lights. There we go. If I click on that one, now I can affect all of them. And dim them all down and change the color temperature of them all And if I swipe over here, go over to, say, where are we here? Red. I can change the color of all the bulbs at once. Let me kill the lights in here so we can play around with this thing. Okay, so now I can adjust the color of all the bulbs at once. Make them all go blue, make them all go red, make them all go purple, green. And if I go into themes, I can select the theme and it'll change the color of all the lights. So as I'm dialing in the theme, I can change all the lights at the same time. So that'll change the color intensity for the party mood. And of course I can do them one at a time by getting out of lights and just tapping on the individual bulb. So I can go to bulb 4 and I could have bulb 4 in the floating mode, go to bulb 2, have bulb 2 in active, right? Go to bulb 3, where was it? Go to bulb 4, yeah, that one's in that mode. Go to bulb number 1, and I could put it into, say, this floating mode too. And you see now they're running at a different rate because I haven't linked them all together. So I could do the same for all the bulbs. I could go into all the bulbs and put them all in floating. And start them all changing color at a different rate. Anyway, that's a look at these NOOIE Smart LEDs. They, construction-wise, they seem to be very solid. If we look at the actual bulb itself, this is all metal. This is solid. These lamps actually have a bit of weight behind them. This is all solid aluminum, as it's the heat sink for the actual light itself, the light die. This is also metal. It's a metal disc that the LEDs are attached to. Circuitry, of course, is down in here. We're not going to take this part apart because I don't want to wreck the bulb. I just bought them, so I would kind of like to use them. Anyway, that's the guts to it. Link is in the description. And I hope you enjoy this video. And we'll catch you in the next one fairly soon. Snap it back together just like that. They snap together. Thanks for watching.